Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first Descendant video. So another video for the new and returning player. So the Voltia Beam Rifle was a Season 2 Battle Pass gun. So right now, for example, we have the Exterminator, Season 2, Episode 2, we had the Malevolent. Now what they do is after sort of one season in between or one episode in between, they bring it back as normal loot that you can farm in the game. So right now we have the Exterminator. This will not be available in season 3 episode 2. It will be available in season 4 episode 1 if they do that. If you're looking for the Malevolent, you'll have to wait until episode 2, which would be November. So now you can farm this gun. Now it's not your standard farm where you go and run missions and get the thing. You have to basically buy the different blueprints from Descendant over here. You can see here each of these parts, the synthetic, syntium blueprint, the synthetic fiber, the nanotube, and the blueprint. These are available from Descendant for 30 of these support coins. Okay. Now these support coins, you have to go and do some missions to get them. So I'll just quickly show you. Now, if you go to the void vessel, which I think is the better option, you will get 7 support coins every time you complete it. This is why if you saw my video for the daily routine, I often recommend just doing the void vessel at least once a day, because not only do you get gold, you also get a lot of useful resources, things like the support coin, and of course the materials for the crystallization catalyst and so on. The other way to do this would be to go into the infiltration missions. Let's say we go over here to the Magister lab, and you have to do the 100 and 250%, and you have to check this box, other infiltration support. So when you check this box, you get 5. You'll get 5 whether you do 100 or 250%, but you have to check this one. What this does is, if it's taking too long to find your match here, it'll put you into another infiltration, not necessarily the Magister lab, but you'll still get the same reward. Now, so this will give you 5 per run, and the void vessel gives you 7 per run. The void vessel, if you go to the void vessel and you make a point to open the broken material storage boxes, the red ones, you also get something called Neruomorphic Chip. Now, the Neruomorphic Chip is something that is needed to research these weapon parts, because you do get the blueprints from Descendant, but you still need to research them. And so if you go to Anise over here and you go to weapon, and let's go into the Voltia, you'll see that, for example, with this one, you need metal accelerant, silicon, and then you need the Neruomorphic chip. Now you need the blueprint which we are buying from Descendant, but we also need these, and you need a lot of these. So unfortunately, if you haven't been doing the void vessel and opening the broken materials, this will take time, because each box will have maybe 1, maybe 2, and not all of the boxes will have the Neruomorphic chip. So doing one piece of the gun isn't difficult, but remember, to fully enhance the gun, you'll have to do this 5 times. So over here, as you can see with Descendant, each part is 30, so that's 120, and then multiplied by 5, so that's 600 coins. I have actually built another Voltia, which I'll mention, because I wanted to test 2 different builds, like the multi-hit and the crit build. So I'll share that as well in this video, updated build, I guess. But yeah, this part I wanted to mention about the farming. So the easiest way would be to do the void vessel and do it as many times as you can daily, until you have enough. At least build out 1 so that you can start using it, and then make it a habit to do the void vessel a few times daily, and you'll have enough to build out the gun eventually. But yeah, try to get 1 set complete, and that way you can start using it. Of course, when you enhance it, you get better results. Now, when you're going to the void vessel for the first time, you probably don't have anything to break the shield. So to solve that issue with the different types of shields, now there are 2 types of shields. There's like a light blue color shield on the enemy, which is broken by skills, and there is a sort of yellowish color shield that is broken by guns. So any normal gun and any skills will break that. However, the Voltia makes it easy because you can just use the Voltia and break all of them. Voltia also has a chain effect which hits a lot of different shields, so multiples will be hit and multiple enemies are hit. So the main guy will get most of the damage, and then the side guys will also get some damage. So in the meantime, if you don't have the Voltia yet, what you can do is there's a mod called Veil Analyzer. So this does what the Voltia does almost. It can be used with your any normal gun. Like for example, I've put this on the Secret Garden, and now you can break both types of shields, the skill one and the gun one. The gun one obviously you could break anyway, but this will also help you break the other type. So both types of shields can now be broken. So equip this one, farm the Void Vessel. Once you get enough to build out one copy of the Voltia, then you can start using the Voltia to run this. Now while we are here, I wanted to also share the build here because I don't think I've made a video recently. So the gun has good multi-hit damage. So I've built it around the multi-hit, and I've also made a second one to test the crit as well because now it is available. So with the multi-hit setup, what we have is electric attack, multi-hit chance, multi-hit damage, and firearm attack. In the course, I have rounds per magazine in the free one, firearm attack, electric attack, fire rate, and yeah, so these are the things. The bonus firearm attack versus auto troop, that is not needed because unless you have the roll as well, it doesn't work. Now on the build page, we have rifling reinforcement, action and reaction. We have fire rate up. We have two mods for the multi-hit stuff. So multi-hit damage increase and multi-hit chance with these two. And we have multi-trigger, and this one gives you multi-hit chance and reduces your fire rate a little bit. Now with the beam rifle, fire rate is not as important because we are trying to get to stage 3 so that we do more damage. So we want ammo, and we need to reach stage 3 and have a lot of ammo remaining. So multi-trigger gives you a lot of multi-chance. This also adds a little bit of multi-chance, and you have multi-hit damage, plus we have the roll with the multi-hit chance, so we are getting 90% multi-hit chance here. Electric enhancement, electric priority. You could actually try using the other one, electric barrel, is it called? But that will reduce your electric gun barrels. This will reduce your fire rate even more. So you could try that if you want. If it feels too slow, stick with electric priority. You have charge amplification, and then I've added these two more. So high voltage plasma. So when you hit the same target, you increase your electric attack 1.6 per stack, and your target's defense is reduced. It doesn't say target defense minus 1.5, but that is how this works. So if you say plasma, you have matching stuff for the other elements. You can see over here with the super cooled, it says defense minus 1.5. Over here it doesn't say it, but it does the same. It's just a tooltip thing. And then I have electric conductor. So electric conductor, when attacking enemies inflicted with electrocution, firearm attack plus 26%. Now this would be good against the elites that don't die instantly. So again, you hit them, you give the electrocution status, and you will do more damage. Now instead of this, you can also, there's another one I tried earlier. Trying to remember the name. Basically, you can use electric circulation as well. And there's one more, yeah, compressed high voltage round. So this is a special one, so you'll have to use it instead of the conductor. And hitting an enemy 3 times in a row with a firearm attack from a distance of 20 meters or more deals 78% of electric attack as additional damage. So you could use this as well, but you have to be like 20 meters away from the enemy. It takes a little time, but it's not too difficult. You can try this as well. I tried this and it's effective as well. But if you want a simple setup, you can go with electric conductor. So if you see here the multi-hit build, we have almost 91% multi-hit chance, more than 1 times multi-hit damage. And so this does a lot of damage. We have a lot of electric attack and stuff like that. With the crit setup, I haven't fully finished it. I just tested the crit rate and crit damage to see how much crit and crit damage we can get. And we can only manage about 22.5 crit rate and 3.5 times firearm attack. This isn't bad. The crit rate isn't that great. The other issue is we have to put in a lot of ammo stuff so that we get the stage 3 stuff. Plus we need to put so many of these crit rate, crit rate, crit damage, and then more ammo mods just to balance it. Because again, if you are not reaching stage 3 and you're starting to reload, then you are not using the gun effectively, especially a beam rifle like this. So yeah, so my preference is for the multi-hit. So this is the multi-hit build once again. And so yeah, so that is basically the Voltia, how to farm. We have the Whale Analyzer mod that you can use if you don't have the Voltia yet. Once you have one set, build it out and then use it, and this would be the build. But yeah, that is it for this video. Hopefully this was useful. I was meaning to do this for a while, but I got busy with the builds and stuff. So yeah, but if you're a new player or returning player and you wanted the Voltia, now you can get it.